Call Halaya Yahawa Bashem Yahawashi Bashem Kakwadash, and giving double honor to the apostles, the elders, and prophets that's out there on the highway and byway pushing this truth. Also pushing the truth, the gospel, the true gospel, over the internet that spread all over the four corners of the earth. I want to say the water to you, man of God, that pushing this word. Also to the men and women that are listening and learning. I hope this lesson will be very edifying. Also to you men and women that are listening, stay firm in the truth. Do the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. Pray and repent. Also, to add on to that, I'm not a member of GMS, but I follow GMS and I believe they have the 144% truth. I'd like to talk about reincarnation. Yahawashi was reincarnated into King Solomon, but also he was reincarnated 5 times. In the beginning, it was Adam, and then from Adam went to Melchizedek, then from Melchizedek to Isaac, and then from Isaac to King Solomon, and then he came as himself, Hamashiach Yahawashi, was the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And I'm just going to read a couple of scriptures, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn it loose. Trying to get me a little rest, but this has been on my mind, so I want to go ahead and push this truth out, and then I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm going to start with Psalms 104 and 29. Thou hidest thy face, they are trouble. Thou takest away thy breath, they die and return to the dust. Verse 29 is talking about when the good Lord, when your number is called and, you know, it's time for you to come home, come back to the spiritual world. It could be, you know, one morning you get up, you going to work, minding your business, and somebody, you know, shoots you, or you get into a car accident and you don't make it. Or you in the hospital, you in your deathbed, you know, you fighting to stay alive. Now, you know, your time up. So, you know, you in trouble. So when he turns his back on you, you in trouble. Your time is up. Then you die. And let's go on. Verse 30. Thou send forth thy spirit. So when you die, he send forth your spirit. Your spirit go to the spirit world. Salakia. They are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth. So when you die, your spirit leave your shell, your body, go to the spirit world to basically get judged. And then after, as it says in the Bible, that, you know, the good Lord put you back in the earth every 3 to 4 generations. Every generation is like 20 years, you know, so every 60 to 80 years, but that's up to the good Lord. I mean, he can kill you and then put you back in the earth at any moment after after you died. He can put your spirit right back into the earth after judgment, put you right back in the earth again. But it's up to him. So every 3 to 4 generation, you know, I guess that's the average time that, you know, people from the spiritual world come back and carry out their judgment. So, verse 30, thou send forth thy spirit, they are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth. The glory of the Lord shall endure forever. The Lord shall rejoice in his work. Life is a cycle, you know. You born, getting ready to die. Your spirit get called back to the heavenly realm. You get judged. You rest in the spiritual world for a moment in time. You come back into the earth and you carry out your judgment. Precept to that is 2 Ezra 14 and 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And I'm sorry. And the name of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So we got to come back in the earth again, just like Yahawashi did those 5 times. Like I said, he came as Adam, he came as Melchizedek, he came as Isaac, King Solomon, and himself. But I'm going to focus on King Solomon, because a lot of people don't believe that King Solomon had the spirit of Christ in him. You can go to Proverbs 1:1, and Proverbs was written by King Solomon. It says here, Proverbs 1:1, the proverb of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. So he wrote Proverbs. So let's go to the main point where I'm trying to get at, is Proverbs 8:22. Now, this shows you that the spirit of Yahawashi was in King Solomon because of what he wrote in Proverbs 8:22. We're going to start there. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his work of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there was no depth, I brought forth. When there was no fountain abounding with water, before the mountain was settled, before the hill was I brought forth, while as yet he had not made the earth, nor the field, nor the highest point of the dust of the world. Salakia, let me go to the next 20. Let me start back at 23. While as yet he had not made the earth, nor the field, nor the highest point, not the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared the heaven, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, when he established the cloud above, when he strengthened the fountain of the deep, when he gave to the sea his decree, that the water should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundation of the earth, then I was by him as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him. So, as you know, that wasn't King David, literally King David in his shell. That wasn't him. There was Yahawashi with the good Lord. Because if you go to, let's go to John 1:1. It says here, in the beginning, in the beginning was the Word, which is Yahawashi, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. So that's a little, let me see if I got something else. Like I said, I wasn't trying to make this here long as something quick, something that you can go research on your own, that King Solomon was Yahawashi in the spirit with a different body. Because like I said, when you come back into the earth, you have a new shell, but your spirit is ancient. We all been here thousands of times. Well, that's about it on that. But like I said, our soul is ancient, and we've been here multiple times. We just in a new body, you know, and we just have to know that reincarnation is real, and thank God that we don't remember our past, what happened to us, especially during all 7 of those captivities. You know, I believe I would like to know how I was living during the time of King Solomon. When we was pretty much, we was free. You know, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. I hope this was edifying. This it was just something short. You know, wasn't trying to make it long. Well, I guess I'll just end it right there. Shalom.